Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. Set.
Following the interception, Love. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 64 yards.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
Ready.
On play action, Love to throw. Now a run here off the RPO, he'll keep it. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
With his height, that's exactly where you want to put it for him. But even that throw was a little tall to connect for the touchdown.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Ready.
A first carry for the All-Pro running back, it's Josh Jacobs. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line. Because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Going quickly out to the right side. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
52 blast. Here we go. Set. Hut.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jordan Love keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Packers take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. Love, he's going to change the play here. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score Packers 7, Browns nothing.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Second and a couple.
18 Cardinal. Panthers 60.
They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
And it brings up 3rd down.
60 Eagles. 70 race. Ranger, 70 Ranger. Ready, right?
Here's Sanders. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Packers are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Set,
Throwing. Love. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
on the ball.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Love now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Brings up 4th down.
Ready.
Love. Pass taken in by his big tight end. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
But all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it. And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Ready.
Now Love. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Ronnie Hickman with a pick. And the Browns are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
On the ground, it's Judkins to start the drive. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. On 1st down, here's Judkins. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
Now Sanders.
At the 28-yard line.
Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
To throw is Sanders. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th.
Packers 50, Packers 50.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Sanders. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Here we go, set.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Romeo Dobbs from 19 yards away. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And now Love going to change things up. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Browns nothing.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. The Browns drive about to get started.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
70, Wolf. Panther 11, Panther 11.
To throw now, here's Sanders. He'll swing this out to Jenkins. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on third and a yard.
Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Let's go now. 19, Bronco 80.
On play action, here's Shadur.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
The Packers take over first and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Ready, cut.
Here's Love. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's a Packers touchdown. Matthew Golden, 46 yards. And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. McManus now for the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Packers 21, Browns nothing. McManus to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Okay, break.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 65 yards.
And the Browns are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
The score, Packers 21, Browns 7.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Ready.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Ready.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Short throw, he's got Kraft. Finding room at midfield.
And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
16 yards.
It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Short throw, he's got Kraft. Down the left sideline.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Tucker Kraft.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Packers would extend their lead here just before halftime.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
McManus's point after is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see.
Cowboy 80.
In motion goes the tight end.
They go play action now. Sanders.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Let's go. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
A final shot before break. Sanders.
That one behind his receiver and incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure you have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Ready.
To throw now. Here's Love. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. Still going inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Love wants to shift things around. They'll look to throw again. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Okay, ready?
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. Second and goal.
Ready?
Love fires that quickly outside. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a third and goal.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's third and goal. Jacobs. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a fourth and goal.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. The Packer offense and Jordan Love staying out there, so they're going to try to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this. No. Okay.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Sanders to throw. Checks it down to Jenkins. And he spins past him and into space. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
That's good for a Browns first down.
Let's go now.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. As an inside linebacker, got to be a little bit more poised.
No doubt about it, because they get a little bit of flexibility, especially when they're trying to stuff a gap. You know, we get that double A gap look. This time he got too eager and got too deep into the backfield.
And he's got this down to the 35. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
On the ball, on the ball.
First and 10 at the
18 Cardinal.
Sanders. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
And now the common sight at least got this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Throwing, Sanders. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
First down. It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Browns.
Well, the man is Bond. He's got it. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Throwing again, it's Sanders. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Cowboy 80.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. They create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They'll go. Here's Sanders. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2, and the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now their defense came through with the goal line stand, got them the ball back. See what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. A goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
Out of his end zone, Love. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. And this offense, this new offense, would appear they still have a few kinks to work through.
And isn't that to be expected? It's a unit that hasn't played together a real game before, so they definitely got some growing pains, Brandon. And this one, it cost them 2 points.
Muscles by at the 25. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
On the jump.
The Browns drive about to get started. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Alert! Alert!
A give up the middle. Judkins. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
That's good for a Browns first down.
Back to throw. Sanders. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side, and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
2nd and 10.
Ready! Ready!
From the gun, it's Shador. Now back foot throw there is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Browns on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Sanders. He gets this into the hands of Judkins. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
That's good for a Cleveland first down and 11-yard pickup.
Well, this game well in hand. Perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 19, Charger, 19.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Packers will take over possession here up at the 44.
Intercepted. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Ready?
Love looking to throw it. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. And certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Some strong running.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
3rd and 19.
18, Rodley, 18, ready.
Operating from the gun. Sanders. Over the middle, he's got Bond.
Now he's free at the 35. He may go.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
That's caught at the 1.
I don't don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Ready?
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. Down the left sideline. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left. And their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better. This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
His throw incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Let's go. 19, shot. Ready.
Sanders once more. This one is complete to Jenkins. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Here we go. Dragon. Panther 60. Panther 60. Cup 19. Cup 19. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Mustang 19.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Sanders. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
10 at the 18-yard line.
Check Bobcat. Check Bobcat. 19 Lion.
Sanders going to throw again. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
70 Timberwolf. Buffalo 18. Ready.
To throw now. Here's Sanders. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Let's go now.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback, but, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead, but at the same time, got it done, and it'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
Ready? Viking 18, Cowboy 80.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get in for the 2 points to get this back to a 3-score game.
Browns 23.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And this one is incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go over the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Right. Check.
Now
right.
it's 2nd and 10.
Down.
Throwing. Love. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Hey, go steal. 10 black. Hut.
Love. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
So add another one into the touchdown column. What a game. That is now 6 touchdown passes for him so far in this one.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Browns 55.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Chop 60, chop 60.
To throw is Sanders. Into the hands of Cedric Tillman. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them.
Gain of 6. First down, Browns.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Catch. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Rig alert, rig alert. Let's go.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.